Middle guys, thanks so much. Let's get the marshals.
Brett Ong.
He's good there. We'll get another marshal out there in the middle. We need two more marshals. One more marshal at least.
Thanks. 1 minute to the start of the race.
All right. Get another. Drivers for the last race. Sorry, both of you guys out there. Kenneth, and then we need one more marshal.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Sure. Oh, okay. Yeah. Gonzo's back to back.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
We need a volunteer for
Narb
Gonzo out there. We need one more marshal. Well, you're going to be right here. I need one more marshal in the middle. Yep, we need one more marshal in the middle of the back straightaway right now from the announcement.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Can we get one more volunteer, somebody from the crowd, guys? Gonzo's going back to back, so
less than 5.
One marshal from the last race. Looking for a volunteer. One more volunteer, guys. Thanks. Yeah, we need help out here. Bruce. Yeah, come on out here, Bruce. Yeah. And Sal's out there to support us. Thanks, Sal. All right. Let's go ahead and start lining them up. It's going to be John Hicks in the 2. Dominic Garza in the 3. John in the 2. Dominic in the 3. Nelson in the 4. Angel in the 5. Nick in the 6. Leave the 7 open. Devin in the 7. Juan at the 8. Gonzo at the 9. Narb. And Brett. 7's Devin Picton. Leave it open. Yeah, Devin's not going to run. They were curious who it was. Leave the 7 open. All right, guys. Gonzo is at the 9. That looks good. Corner marshals are ready, and our drivers are ready. We're going racing in less than 5. Hold on, wrong button. Yep, we're going to wait. One final adjustment for you and I. Corner marshals are ready, and our drivers are ready. We're going racing at the sound of the start tone. All right, there we go. We switched up our live stream, and we're at the final leg on our live stream there. We're enjoying our A3s as our first group off and running. Usgt, all 11 made the big show. And we have 10 out there running right now. John Hicks, actually 9 out there running. Arthur Knight did not start. He's already our champion with a win in A1 and a win in A2. These guys battling out for the rest of the positions. Guys, race number 38, let's get them ready to go. Our race leader, John Hicks, the local race director and announcer off the straightaway. Hicks out in front. Already coming up on some traffic and we're clear. Thanks, Brett. Our race leader, John Hicks, followed by Dominic Garza and Cortez. Rounding out our top 3. Juan in the 4th spot and Angel to round out the top 5. John Hicks out in front by 3/10 over Garza. Garza 1.2 out in front of Cortez. Cortez 1.3 out in front of Avatia and Fernan rounding out the top 5. Got a battle for 5th between Fernan and Pantana down the backstretch. John Hicks, Dominic Garza, Nelson, our top 3, followed by Juan and Angel, Nick and Gonzo, followed by Narb, Brett. Two minutes down and 3 minutes left to go. Got 2 minutes down, 3 minutes left. John Hicks out in front by 2/10 over Garza. Garza 1.9 out in front of Cortez. John down the back straightaway now. Got some breathing room here. As Dominic plummeted off the course here. Race leader coming up on some traffic here. We're coming up on Angel Fernan. All right, so our race leader coming across the start-finish line now. More traffic. Uh-oh. Brett needs help. And clear. Nelson in second, and then Juan and Dominic battling out off the end of the straightaway. The yellow car making its way through traffic. Thanks, Brett. So the yellow car should be in third here. Juan across the start-finish line. Down the back stretch. Got Dominic Garza behind him by 9/10. So Garza, the very next car, coming around, coming up on Narb's fourth place, coming up on you, Narb, and we're clear. Battle for third continues in through the center of the course. 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go, guys. Yep, the leader is that course of gray in through the center of the course. And there's our race leader across the start-finish line. Hicks 14.8. Down the back straightaway. Coming up on the orange and blue. All right, thanks, Bruce.
1 minute left.
All right, less than a minute left to go here, guys. John Hicks, Nelson, and Juan, followed by Dominic and Nick to round out the top five. Angel, Narb, Gonzo, and Brett. 45 seconds left, guys. $30 seconds left to go, guys. 30 seconds. 15 seconds left to go, guys. 15 left on the timer here. Hicks, Cortez, and Vta. Followed by Garza and Pantana to round out the top five. Race number 38. Let's get them ready to go. Race number 39. Race number 39. You guys should be headed to Tech. Keep going, guys. Keep going. And that's a race. Everybody is done. John Hicks going to take the win. Nelson Cortez second, and Juan Vta third. Dominic fourth, and Nick Pantana fifth. Okay, so you're going to need to know where it is. It's in the back seat. There's a backpack. There's a zipper at the top of the backpack. It's in that little compartment. It's down to the left. And lock it. All right, guys, thank you to our volunteers for that one. Let's take a look at those race results one more time. All right, John Hicks taking the win of that one. Nelson Cortez second, Juan Vta third, Dominic fourth, Nick fifth.
Kevin
Let's
Jones.
get the rest of you guys back out there to corner marshal. Devin and Arthur, if you guys could help us in the next race, if you got time.
Stuart Mason.
So once again, Devin, Picton, and Arthur, you guys can sit this one out. If you could help us in
Jacob
the next
Cruz.
race, that would be ideal. We only have 4 in this one. We're actually going to excuse Brett as well. Brett, could you help us in the next race instead? Brett, you're excused. Help us in
1
the
minute
next
to the
one.
start of the race.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at this lineup here.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
A3 Cruz. Let's go slow down the straightaway. We're ready to set him up. Is Todd going to run this one? Yeah, okay.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Sure. We'll give Todd an extra minute here. So it's going to be Jacob at the 2, Todd at the 3, Kevin at the 4, and yeah, okay, we got a guest.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
We got a guest racer. So that's with Stewart's transponder. Okay, that shouldn't be a problem. Okay.
Less than 5.
Go ahead and line you up. Brandon, we'll line you up at the, 5? Yeah. We're there at the 5. You done this before? No? Okay. Stewart's making sure all of his friends start racing at 12 scale. We're going to need some more guys to race, but this looks like a fun class. Todd, you ready? Did you take a warm-up lap? All right, forget about it. All right, guys, this is race number 38. Corner marshals are ready. The drivers are ready. We're going racing to the sound of the start tone. Modified 12 scale race number 38 on the track, 2:45 in the afternoon. We've got about 10 more races to go. So enjoy the rest of your race program out here for our inaugural West Coast Indoor Championships. Watching some of the fastest drivers out there right now. Jacob Cruz coming across the start finish line. That is our race leader, followed by Todd. We got Brandon Clements. Guest driving out there. Clements in the 3 spot here. Followed by Kevin Jones. All right, Todd across the start finish line, 11.8. Jacob Cruz in the 2nd spot, 12.2. Stuart Mason in 3rd, 12.9. Followed by Kevin Jones. Jones across the start finish line, 13.2. 1:15 in and 6:45 left to go. Got 1:15 in, 6:45 left to go.
Don't unplug everything. That's my everything. Oh, there's no outlet? Oh, okay. I think you can already look. I'm not sure. Have you looked on Live RC? It doesn't show? That sucks. When you run a double, what is this? I don't even know. I was just trying to get you guys track time.
Go high on the straight, guys. Go high on the straight. Caution on the straight, and we're clear. Todd out in front. Jacob in 2nd. Stewart in 3rd. Which will be Clements.
If there's a tiebreaker, I think it's who finished higher in the first one, but I could be mixing that up with this one.
Todd out in front, Jacob in 2nd, Brandon in 3rd.
Nothing? All you. Oh, just plug it in. Ask Brad if he's got an outlet. You can just put it over on his stick.
3 down and 2 go. Got 3 down and 5 to go.
So like if you scroll into the results, do you see how it says the double B results? Yeah. So there are those. That's not showing you? But this is the final breakdown for the double B. So these are the correct ones. They do have it in here. So you'll see it'll say double B final results. That's taking both of them.
Todd Mason out in front and Jacob Cruz in second. Our third place driver is Brandon.
Now, if you already seen that in your tide, then I got to figure out what the tide is. It'll show you over on the right side usually what the tide is.
All right, guys, we got 4 down and 4 to go. Race number 39 is coming up next. Vta A3. Todd Mason out in front. The pink and blue coming across the start-finish line here.
I'm looking at the right. It looks like it's calling me third. So that's where it gets confusing because they're both sevens, but like it's prioritizing it by like alphabetical. You're third. Yeah, figure out that.
Yeah. All right, good question right there. So we were looking at the double B main event results. You can view them on Live RC. So Sal had a good question about tiebreakers. It's all in there, guys, so you can see how you did. If you're looking at a tiebreaker, you look over on the right-hand side. But the double B main event results are being published. Since we're done with all of our B main events, you guys can look on Live RC if you have a question. You can come up to me and I can help figure out what position you finished in. We do have first, second, and third plaques for the lower, which is for the B main events. So unfortunately, we don't have anything for C main events, but we did make plaques for the B main events. Take a look and stick around if you finish in the top 3 with your final points results in the doubles. All right, we're looking at triple main events here, and our winner is out there turn marshaling. So Stuart Mason watching proudly. He's got 2 cards out there. It's like watching his kids play soccer. All right, and his dad out there. Gosh, I mean, there's only 1 card. You should be proud of Kevin, too. I mean, look at all these guys. Kevin Jones is off the track. Unfortunately, a good effort by Kevin, like I said, running with the big guys. This is crazy. When you watch these cars go around the track, it's nuts. We got a lead battle here. Folks, oh, come on. Why isn't Jones filming now? Lead battle down the back stretch. Todd and Jacob. Old school versus new school. Pink and blue versus the orange. And they're calling for the Bruno. Oh, don't do that. 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go. Woo. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to gamble. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go down off the end of the straightaway. Yeah, there's a good pass. I'm telling you, Jacob Cruz has gotten faster and faster every single round in 12 scale today. The orange car down the back stretch, followed by Todd Mason, the pink and blue, and our third place driver, Brandon, down the back stretch. Clements in the runner ride. Just getting some fun extra track time out here. 1 minute left to go, guys.
1 minute left.
For VTA, guys, we only have 4 drivers in this race. We're going to be looking for a couple volunteer corner marshals just before 3 o'clock in the afternoon, guys. So if we could get a couple volunteers out to the track, that'll be very helpful to keep the program moving here. Cruz out in front. Mason in second. 2.0 the gap. Orange car lead the way with 35 seconds left to go. And Jacob Cruz in the orange car. It looks like Jacob probably going to finish second in points in this one, just guessing. And I'm also predicting that Jacob's going to finish second in the Monte C points. So good effort here by Jacob. It's been a while since he raced carpet. He started on carpet, actually, back in the TQRC Raceway days. He mainly raced on asphalt the last couple of years, so getting back to his roots. Saved by the bell, Jacob Cruz, you're done with the win. Todd Mason, you're done with second. And Clements, you're done with third. Bring him in, shut him down. That's going to do it, guys. We need a couple volunteer corner marshals. If you could spare a couple extra minutes right here, this is when we need you. We're looking for a couple volunteer corner marshals to assist. We only had 4 drivers in that last race. Let's get all 4 of you guys back out there to marshal and a couple helpers. Thanks. The 2 guys that I excused from previous races as well.
Jason Mavrakis, Eric Falk,
guys like work on their motors all the time? I was like, never.
Tino Valaki, Jake Alton, Jim Yam, Michael Evert, John Balatico.
That's what guys are like, why do you like nitro? I'm like, dude, it's actually so much easier for me than electric. When electric goes wrong, it's like $300 problem.
All right, guys, let's get the rest of you corner marshals out there, guys. We need help.
I think it's just first through third. Hey, John, is this first through third for A? Gonzo.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Okay, for the A, what is it? First through 10? Okay. Cool. Okay, good.
All right, so I didn't know that. The first through 10th for the A main events in plaques, guys.
45
First through
seconds
10th
to the start of the
with
race.
TQ award. Yep, so first through 10th for the A main plaques and a TQ award, and then first through third for the B main.
30
All right,
seconds
let's
to
go
the
ahead
start
and
of the
line 'em up,
race.
guys. It's going to be Jim Yam at the number 2. Eric Falk at the 3. We need a couple more volunteer marshals out there. Jake Alton at the number 4.
15 seconds
Jason
to the
Maverick
start of
is
the
at
race.
number 5. John Balatico at the 6. Michael at the number 7. Tino at the number 8.
Less than 5.
Get another marshal out here, guys. Brandon, could you come out to the middle out here? Thanks, sir. All right, we'll straighten these guys out. You want to watch that corner back over there if you just stepped out there? That's right where we needed help. Thanks, man. All right, thank you very much to our volunteer marshals. We are ready to go.
We're good, Brad.
Corner marshals, please pay attention. Good luck to these drivers. We're going racing at the sound of the start toe.
If you were going to Marshall, we're good.
All right, race number 39 on the track right here. Vta. Number 47 had put it up on 2 wheels. That's Jim Yam. He is holding on to the top spot at this time. Falk and Alton barreling down on him. Our winner already sent this one out. Nick Pantana with a win in A1, A2. Race number 40. Get them ready, guys. Race 40. All right, yellow car in front of the driver's stand coming across the start-finish line here. 21 and a 5:13. Falk in the second spot, 20 and a 5:02. Mavrakis in third, 20 and 5:08. Alton and Balatico to round out the top 5. $16 flat backed up with a 16-2. Our race leader down the back straightaway. Got Falk right behind him in the black and green. Lead battle shaping up here. 1, 2, and 3. All right there. Tino pulling it off. Pulling it over for our leaders. Thanks, Tino. 1 minute and 30 seconds in. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, man, our race leader puts himself out. It's Eric Falk out in front now. Jason in second. And it looks like Balatico up into third. Yam and Everett to round out the top 5. Got 145 in, 3:15 left to go. 145 in, 3:15 left. Watching the middle, guys. Caution the middle, and we're clear. All right, Mavrakis, Balatico, and Yam, followed by Falk and Alton to round out the top 5. Everett, Valici. Two minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Oh, man, door to door. Balatico out in front now. Yam in second. Mavrakis third. Falk fourth. A lot of action in this one. Balatico out in front. Down the back straightaway he goes. Followed by Yam, Mavrakis, and Falk in a 3-way battle off the end of the straight. Oh man, the orange one of Jason getting it wrong. Looks like Eric picked up a couple spots. Oh man. Yeah, Tippy put it up on 2, gives up another spot. 1 minute and 55 seconds left to go, guys. Falk and Mavrakis battling it out for the 2 spot down off the end of the straightaway. Falk in that green and black, Mavrakis in the fluorescent orange. Back in through the center of the course. Jason trying to find a move on Eric across the start-finish line. That's a good battle. Vta started to check out on these guys. Jason has the advantage off the end of the straightaway. Watch him coming onto the straightaway, go low. Watch him coming onto the straightaway, go low. Clear. 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go. 4 minutes
1 minute
down.
left.
1 minute left, guys. 4 down, 1 left. Vta Mavrakis and Falk are top 3, followed by Alton and Everett to round out the top 5. Yam and Valachi. And the battle for second continues here down the backstretch with 35 seconds left. Jason holding on to second. Here comes the black and green. 30 seconds. Ten seconds. They'll make a buy for one more for this battle for second. It's our only battle on the course. Jason versus Eric. Big bell has rung. White flag is out. Looks like Mavrakis is going to hold on to second. Eric, you're done with third. We're looking for Jake. And that's a race. Everybody is done. John Vta taking the win. Jason second. Eric third. Jake, you got fourth. Michael fifth. Bring him in and shut him down, guys. A good battle right there. Race number 40. You guys are up.
Rob Thulin, Alan Lunghai, Steve Tsuruda, Brian Bodine, Tim Kopp, Scott Barnes, EJ Evans, Jared Thulin.
All right, guys, this is race number 40, 12 scale, 13.5. Let's get our marshals back
1 minute
out
to the
there.
start of the race.
All drivers,
Todd
you're gonna
Mason.
be Shout out because you're the champion. Thanks. Let's get the rest of you guys out there to corner marshal. Nick Pantana, Jim Yam,
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Tino, Michael, Jake, Eric, Jason, and John. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start lining them up here. Slow on the back straightaway.
30
please. Slow on
seconds to the
back
start of the
straightaway.
race.
Brian Bodine at the number 2. EJ Evans at the number 3. Tim Kopp at the number 4. Todd Mason at the number 5. Scott Barnes at the number
15
6.
seconds to the start of the race.
Alan Lungy at the number 7. Jared Thulin at the number 8. Steve Tsuruda at the number 9. And Rob Thulin at the number 10.
Less than 5.
Corner marshals, please pay attention. Good luck to these drivers. It's A3 for 13.5 at the sound of the start tone. Nice and smooth off bend running, guys. Great start. Bodine, Evans, Mason. Followed by Kopp and Barnes. Race number 41, 25-5 A3. Race number 41. Get them ready to go. EJ out in front. Todd Mason up into the 2 spot. Tim Kopp up into 3rd. $1:15 down, 6:45 left to go. 1:15 down, 6:45 left to go. Evans, Mason, and Kopp, followed by Bodine, Thulin. That's going to be Jared, rounding out the top 5. Got a good battle here between Todd Mason and Tim Kopp. Man, oh man, they got EJ Evans losing the spot there. Todd Mason to the top spot. Down the backstretch, somebody lost it in the corner. That was EJ. So it looks like Kopp out in front. Mason in second. Here they are across the start-finish line. Yes, that is correct. And then our third place driver will be EJ still. Watching the start-finish line, and we're clear. 2 minutes in, along 6 minutes left to go. Race number 41 is headed to Tech. Tim Kopp out in front by a half a second over Todd Mason, with EJ Evans in the 3rd spot. Brian Bodine in 4th, and Jared to round out the top 5. Scott Barnes now in 5th. Jared in 6th, followed by Alan Lungy, Rob Thulin, Steve Stewart is our champion for this one already, with a win and an A1 and A2. These guys are trying to figure it out for the rest of the points. And as I mentioned, guys, we got plaques all the way through 10th, so stick around for our trophy presentation. Looks like we're going to be done at a decent time today, so stick around, get your award, celebrate with us at the end of this very successful weekend out here. First ever big race out here, and already hitting 150 entries for the first one. Good job, guys, and thank you very much to all of our participants for making this a big success. 3:15 down and 4:45 left to go. 3:15 down, 4:45 left. Kopp, Mason, and Evans, our race leader in the white car. Going to be coming up on some traffic. Oh, no. Trouble for the orange of Bodine. Kopp, Mason, and Evans, our top 3 here. Followed by, looks like Bodine off the course right now. And back on down the straightaway. The damage is done for Brian there. It's Jared going to pick up the 5 spot again. Four minutes down and 4 minutes left to go, guys. 4 minutes down and 4 minutes left to go. Tim Kopp, Todd Mason, and EJ Evans, our top 3. Scott Barnes, Jared to round out the top 5. Alan, Rob, Brian, Steve. Race leader's going to be that white car across the start-finish line. Got Todd right behind him, lead battle. This is a nice one. Off the end of the straightaway, over on the coat hangers, and back in through the middle to the dog leg. Center of the course. Chicane and across the start-finish line. The white car at Kopp, 12.6. Mason in the pink and blue, 12.8. 25-5 A3. You guys are coming up next. TC 25-5. Uh-oh. Put them on the straight. Go high on the straight, high on the straight, and we're clear. Race leaders coming through, and we're clear. EJ making a little bit of a comeback here. Oh, man, EJ showing a red bar the last time by, so looks like he might have a mislap here the next time by. We'll fix that for him. Yep, missed lap for EJ. We'll put him back in the mix. All right, so we got Tim Kopp, EJ Evans, and Todd Mason. Tight battle. Look at this action. 1, 2, 3 across the start-finish line. Down the backstretch. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. White car out in front. Blue and gray inside. Oh, EJ picking up a spot. A white car goes Coney Island. The bumper cars. Tim Kopp down to third. It's going to be Todd Mason up into the 2 spot now. EJ out in front. Quite a recovery for EJ here. And Kopp off the course now. So Scott Barnes going to upgrade into the 3 spot here. It's going to be a 2-car battle now. And our race leaders coming up through traffic here in the blue and gray. And the pink and blue, guys. You know the guys. Let them through here as we come up on the pink car. Thanks. One more when he gets there. 1 minute and 45 seconds left to go, guys. 1:45 left. Scott Barnes in third across the start-finish line in the orange and blue. Jared in fourth, and Tim making Allen now rounding out the top 5. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go, guys. EJ Evans down the backstretch. Did not start A1. He got it out there about 6 minutes in. He had car problems. So we're heavily relying on the A2 and A3 performance here to put him in the rankings here. EJ Evans looking at a W on this one. 1 minute, 10 seconds left to go. But he's going to have to work for it. Only 2 seconds out in front of Todd. As our first place driver comes up on third. So Scott Barnes,
1 minute left.
Race leader with you next. Todd Mason in the 2 spot across the start-finish line. Todd trailing now by 2.5. The third place driver, Scott Barnes. Jared Thulin in fourth. Alan Lungy rounding out the top 5, followed by Rob and Steve. Let's take a look here at Lungy across the start-finish line in the pink and green. He rounds out the top 5. Alan down the back stretch. Through the coat hangers and now back in through the center of the course. Allen very aware, letting the leader by there. Good driving, Allen. 10 seconds. All right, guys, the white flag is out. We cross the start finish line. You will be done. Todd, you're done with second. Scott, you're done with third. Allen, you're done with fourth. Waiting for EJ. EJ going to take the win of A3. That's race, guys. Everybody is done. All right, EJ Evans taking the win. Todd Mason second. Scott Barnes third. Good job, guys. Allen fourth. Jared fifth.
Larry Nazarino.
All right, guys, race number 41. Let's get our corner marshals back out there.
Jason Mavrakis. John Balatico. Ronnie Rones. Patrick Silvero. Nelson Cortez. John Cottillo. Mike Carino.
All right, guys, let's get our corner marshals out there. Thanks. Hop on out, grab a spot, guys. We're ready to go ahead and line them up. Slow down.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Nelson Cortez at the number 1. John Cadillo at the 2. Nazarino. Actually, it's going to be Nelson Cortez at the 2. John Cadillo at the 3. Nazarino at the 4.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Jason at the 7. Mike Carino at the number 8, Ronnie at the 9, and Patrick at the 10.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
I'm good. I got a tank. I filled up. I filled up at the 152. So it's like I've got like 300 miles left.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Somebody at the post. Get the rest of our corner marshals out there, guys.
Less than 5.
All right. Corner marshals all ready. Josh, on the other side of the driver's stand, you're going to replace Jaime over here. Jaime, you're excused, bud. Go take a break. Our champion needs to relax. Oh, you're just spectating. You want to see who gets second. I got you. You were in a turn marshal spot. Okay, at ease, soldier. Corner marshals are ready, and our drivers are ready. We're going racing in less than 5. All right, so our champion on the sidelines watching this one get going. TC 25-5 A3, and the yellow car to the early lead. It's going to be Cortez, followed by Cadillo. Then the blue car of Larry. Oh, watch it coming on the straight. The damage is done. We're clear. All right, guys, we got 30 seconds in, 4:30 left to go. Race number 42 into tech. Nelson, John, and Larry. Nelson out in front, John in second, Larry in third, followed by John Balatico in fourth, and Mavrakis rounding out the top 5. Our lead battle down the back straightaway. Yellow car out in front, white car with orange windows in second. John with a couple bobbles there. One minute and 35 seconds in. 3 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. Nelson out in front by 1.8. John Cadillo in the second spot. Larry in third. John in fourth. And Jason to round out the top 5. Cortez out in front by 1 second over Cadillo. Here comes our race leader across the start finish line. Second across the line right there. John Cadillo holds the hot lap of the race at a 14.6. Battle for third between Larry and John, separated by 1.5 the last time by. So Larry in the blue, and then John in the yellow, green, and blue. Just beyond the halfway mark here, got 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Race number 42. 12 scale 17.5 A3. Have ready. Nazareno in the third spot. Balatico in fourth. Mavrakis to round out the top 5. It's still Nelson. Cortez out in front by 1.7. And Nelson's coming up on traffic. The yellow car coming up on the gray. All right, guys, so for our B main event awards, we just took inventory of all the awards that we were shipped we have B main event awards for the following classes: TC 21.5, GT 12,
1 minute
and
left.
TC 25.5. So for the B main events, guys, those are the awards that we received for the B main events: TC 21.5, GT 12, and TC 25.5. All right, Nelson out in front, John Cadillo in second, and Larry in third. Here comes Balatico in the fourth spot. We got action for third between Larry and John. Mike in fifth, and Jason Mavrakis rounding out the top five there. Ronnie Patrick. And 20 seconds left to go here in A3. Jaime Manzanilla was dominant in qualifying and in the main events, taking the championship title in the first two A's. So this is for the rest of the points right here. Cortez in the yellow car, crosses start-finish line. He's on a victory lap.
Transponder 5451734.
Keep going, John. You caught at the line. Second. Got a couple more to finish up. Waiting, and that's a race. Everybody is done. Nelson Cortez. Boom shakalaka. Nelson, you took the win. John Cadillo second. Larry, you got third. That's Nazareno third. John Balatico fourth. Jason, you got fifth. Mavrakis fifth. Bring him in, shut him down, guys. Let's get you back out there in the corner. Marshall, we got race number 42 coming up. All right, guys. Once again, we were making that announcement for B Main Awards. We have TC 21.5 gets awards, GT 12 B Main Event, you get awards, and TC 25.5. Those are the three B Main Events that we have awards for.
Brandon Moody.
So stick around if you race.
Ryan
those.
Vernali.
Stick around anyway.
Jim Yam.
Have fun with us.
Scott Barnes. Brian
And of course, we
Bodine.
got all the A
James
Main Event
Nelson.
awards first through
Rick
10.
Yoder.
All right, guys, let's get them checked in here.
Tim
And
Kopp.
we're looking for our corner marshals.
One minute to the start of the race.
Grab those corner marshal spots, guys. Need somebody at every single pink cone out there. Let's get some guys to the middle.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Let's hustle up and marshal, guys. Cortez, Cadillo, Nazareno, Balatico, Mavrakis, Carino, Rowan, Silvero.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
8 marshals.
"15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and start lining them up. We're still waiting for corner marshals.
Less than 5. Todd Mason.
Once again, guys, we do need the rest of our corner marshals out here. We won't start the race until we get you guys out to the middle. Nelson, raise your hand. Nelson, can you take one of the middle spots, please? Thank you. We want to see our big winner right out in the middle. And another. We need one more in the middle, guys. You want to take it? All right, great. Thanks. Yeah, come on out, Jason. And for the start, could you guys stand against the wall? And then once they go down the straight, come across. Perfect. Corner marshals are ready. And our drivers are ready. No champion has been decided yet in this one. It's 12 scale, 17.5, A3. We're going racing in less than 5. Restart. 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 We had the 8th on the grid jump, and then the top 5 didn't make it through the first turn clean. So let's do that again, guys. Bodine at the 1, Mason at the 2, Barnes at the 3, Kopp at the 4, Moody at the 5, Nelson at the 6, Yoder at the 7. Yeah, and for now, we almost made it through the whole event with no restart. Almost. All right, let's have a good start here, guys. You do get 8 minutes. All right. Corner marshals are ready. Drivers are ready. We're going racing in less than 5. Nice and easy, guys. And we're off and running. Big swarm into the chicane. We're off and running. 2-car breakaway. Bodine out in front. Todd in second. Scott in third. All right, Todd Mason picking up the top spot. Fully charged battery. Bodine in the second spot. 13.4. In the white and orange. Now the white and orange back out in front. Todd down to second. Scott Barnes in the third spot in the orange and blue. One minute in and 7 minutes left to go, guys. 1 minute in and 7 minutes left to go. Bodine out in front by a half a second over Todd Mason, the white and orange. Coming up on traffic already. Oh, man. Is that Mason? Oh, boy. All right, so Barnes going to pick up a spot here. Todd Mason dropping out of the top 3. It's going to be James Nelson up into third. Todd struggling a little bit here. Six and a half minutes to work it back. .145 in and 6:15 left to go, guys. 1:45 in, 6:15 left. Brian, Scott, and James, followed by Todd and Brandon, round out the top 5. 2 down and 6 to go. Got 2 down, 6 to go. Bodine, Barnes, and Nelson, followed by Mason and Moody, Yoder, Yam, Vernali. Our race leader in the white and orange down the back straightaway now. Barnes in the second spot, the blue and orange, and then Todd Mason working his way back up into third. James Nelson in fourth, and Brandon Moody to round out the top 5, followed by Rick, Jim, Ryan, and Tim. Race number 43 F1. Guys, race number 43 F1 is coming up next. Three down and 5 to go. Got 3 down, 5 to go. Bodine, Barnes, and Mason, followed by Nelson and Moody to round out the top 5 here. Yoder and Yam, our only battle out on the track right now is for the 6th position. F1 is getting them ready to go, guys. Race number 43. Brian, Scott, and Todd are top 3. It's going to be a 3.6 second lead for the orange and white. Scott Barnes in the second spot, trailing the race leader by about a straightaway and a half. Then Todd Mason in third. Mason in the blue and pink in front of the driver's stand now. All right, guys, we are officially halfway there, just beyond the halfway mark now. 4 minutes left. So Bodine out in front by 3.6 the last time by. I believe Bodine was our winner from A1. Yep. So Bodine in A1, first place. In A2, ninth place. So Bodine, if he could win this one, will be our champion. Barnes in the second spot, trailing now by 3.7. I believe it was Todd Mason who won the A2. We'll look that up real quick. Yep. So Mason was our winner from A2. Right now, Mason is battling it out with Scott Barnes for the second position, separated by 1.7. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go.
Get that. Yeah, get that in.
2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Barnes and Mason separated by 0.8 of a second. So Todd trying to creep his way back in. Todd will have to reach all the way to the point to win the championship here. So we'll keep an eye on that blue and pink. Currently trailing the race leader by 4.1 seconds. So it's within reach. Our race leader in the orange and white, down off the end of the straight. He's got clean air out in front of him. Second and third going to work through traffic here, guys. Move out of the way for the blue and orange and the blue and pink. Thanks. And we'll be coming up on one more driver, James Nelson, for that battle for second. We'll be coming up on James in a couple laps here. $140 left to go, guys. 140. All right, Barnes and Mason battling it out for the 2 spot here across the start finish line. They're also coming up on James Nelson. Let's see if that blue and pink winner of A2 can get around Barnes and try to catch Bodine.
1 minute left.
Only 1 minute left. Bodine's been pretty smooth. Our winner from A1 leading the way here. $40 seconds left to go. Got 40 seconds left to go. Brian, Scott, and Todd, 35 left on the timer. Race leader coming up on the blue and gray down the back straightaway. Thanks, Rick. Oh, man, so it looks like Todd Mason falling back a little bit. So our race leader, Bodine, on cruise control here. Looking at a championship title for our inaugural WCIC, the West Coast Indoor Championships. Got a couple more main events to go here today, guys. White flag is out when you cross the start-finish line. You will be done. Todd Mason, you're done with third. Here's our race winner and champion, Brian Bodine. You're done with the win and the championship title. And that's a race. Everybody is done. Let's bring them in and shut them down. Brian Bodine taking the win. Scott Barnes second. Todd Mason third. Bring them in, shut them down. Come back out, Marshall.
I was just reading the race when it, yeah. No.
Yeah. Yeah, he will be. And it's probably, you guys can look up the results online now, but
Dan Debbie.
if you were in an A main event, stick around. We got a plaque all the way through 10th. We got TQ plaques.
Ian Douglas.
So stick
Michael
around.
Evert. Bruce Lewis.
See you later, Josh. Safe travels, sir.
Rick Kemi.
New races here. First big race. Yeah, he said I'll see you.
All right, guys, this
Mike
is
Carino.
race number 43 F1.
Nelson
Guys, we're
Cortez.
gonna get our marshals out there, please. Let's go ahead and start lining them up. Let's go ahead and line them up, guys. We're going to need the rest of our corner marshals.
1
out
minute
here.
to
We
the
need a
start of the race.
marshal out there in the middle, and we need another marshal right here by me. Thanks. Dan Devy at the number 1. Ian Douglas at the
45
3.
seconds to the start of the race.
Nelson Cortez at the 4. Dean Combs at the number 5. Everett at the 6. Cammy at the 7. Lewis at the 8. Carino at the 9. And Corey at the 10.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Out there, you're going to be marshaled right there. Thanks. All right. Looks like we got our quarter marshals squared away. Oh, he's not a marshal. Still need
15
marshals
seconds
in
to the
this
start of the
quarter
race.
tech, guys, how many marshals we got out there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Less than 5.
Dan Devy? Dan, can you marshal on this side over here by tech? Are you a marshal? We need somebody down in the corner over here. All right, never mind. I got another guy that wants to do it. All right, Tim. All right, Lon. Yeah, we got double action now. All right, F1 race number 43. Our corner marshals are ready, and our drivers are ready. We're going racing in less than 5. Woo. Off and running. The camera guy got it. F1 action right here. Oh, it wasn't Dan. It's Dan said I'm racing. What? Oh, man, carpet in the middle, guys. Watch it. Fix that carpet. Fix that carpet. Dan Devy, Ian Douglas, and Nelson Cortez, followed by Brian Lewis and Everett. Rounding out the top 5 here, Carino and Cammy. All right, there's Dan, 15.3. Ian Douglas in the second spot, 15.7. Cortez, 18.3. 1 minute and 15 seconds in, 6 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Bruce Lewis in the 4th spot, and Michael Everett rounding out the top 5, followed by Mike Carino and Rick Cammy to round out the field here. Race number 44, get them ready to go, guys. TC 21.5 stock A3. All right, no real battles to speak of right now. Pretty even gaps in the top 3. We're looking at 2.7 between Devy and Douglas, 3.1 between Douglas and Cortez. Don't forget to stick around if you were in the B-Main TC 21.5, B-Main GT12, and B-Main TC 25.5. We've got first, second, and third awards for those 3 classes for the B-Mates. Then, of course, if you're in an A-Mate, stick around and get your awards and pictures immediately following race number 48. 2:30 down, 5:30 left to go. 2:30 down, 5:30 left. Dan Devy out in front by 4 seconds over Ian. Followed by Nelson in the 3rd position, 2.1 back. Lewis in 4th, and Everett to round out the top 5. Cammy and Carino to complete the running order. Hot lap of the race comes from Dan, the white car. Down the back stretch, 15 flat on lap 9. He's working on lap number 12 right now. Dan is on a 33 lap pace. These guys had the luxury of running 8 minutes long in the main event. We did a lot of 8-minute races today. So lots of track time just after 3:30 in the afternoon. We only got about 5 races left to go. So thanks again for sticking around, guys. We met our target time on most days. So hopefully you guys had fun and enjoyed the race program. Stick around for your awards, and If you're headed out the door, have a safe ride home. We'll see you next time. Dan, Debbie, Douglas, and Cortez, followed by Lewis and Everett to round out the top 5. 3:30 down and 4:30 left to go. Race leader still that white car. We got action for the 2 spot now. Ian Douglas and Nelson Cortez. All right, let's take a look at Nelson here in the 3 spot. White car. Looking pretty smooth through the corners here. Nelson down the back straightaway and coming up on a lapper here. Coming up on the orange car. Ian in the 2nd spot across the start finish line, and then Cortez across the start finish line. Bruce Lewis in the 4th spot. That was that white car making way for the leaders. And then Everett and Cammy, followed by Carino to complete the running order here. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Got 3:30 left to go. Debbie out in front by 5.3, and then Cortez in the 3rd spot, 6.7 behind him. Lewis and Everett to round out the top 5. Still got a long way to go in this one. 3:15 left. Garza already the winner from A1 and A2, sitting this one out there. If you remember the blue car with the white wing. 3 minutes left to go. Debbie, Douglas, and Cortez, followed by Lewis and Everett to round out the top 5. 5:30 down and 2:30 left. Got 5:30 down and 2:30 left. All right, Debbie out in front by 7.4 over Douglas, and Douglas 5.4 over Cortez. We got one out of the park. Back, gone. Rick Cammy knocking one out of the park. He's on the scoreboard. Let's go, Rick. Rick in the green and white menthol cigarette paint job in front of the driver's stand, across the start-finish line. Our technical advisor, he's the one that made the broadcast look so good. The high-quality imagery and the overlays all the way down to the speakers. Rick Cammy in the 6th position right now. Oh, Rick just hit his hot lap while I was talking about. 15.2. Hot lap of the race is Debbie with the 14.9. Our race leader in the white car, Dan. Coming in front of the driver's stand. Chicane and across the start finish line. 1 minute and 25 seconds left to go. And we're getting ready for race number 44, guys. We're getting ready for race number 44. Race number 45. Start thinking about tech. Debbie, Douglas, Cortez, Lewis, and Everett. Rounding out the top 5. Let's take a look at the gaps here. It's an 8.2 second lead.
1 minute
for
left.
Debbie. Second, Douglas has a 3.7 second lead over Cortez. So here's second across the start-finish line. And here is third across the line in the white. Bruce Lewis in the 4th spot, trailing by 24 seconds to Nelson. And then Everett 5 seconds behind Bruce. 30 seconds. Last time by 15 flat for our race leader, running out of time here. 15 seconds. Five seconds left to go. Debbie, Douglas, and Cortez, followed by Lewis and Everett to round out the top 5. White flag is out when he crosses the start-finish line. You will be done. Waiting on 2 more to finish. Debbie going to take the win. Ian second, and then Nelson going to finish in third. Here's Bruce, and that's a race.
5,000 there? Some sort of new battery? Is that the 6100? Or that's the smaller one? Yeah, the 5,000 that I got is the one I'm getting. We're running at the mod. Oh, that's mod. Okay.
Debbie taking the win. Douglas second. Cortez third. Lewis fourth. And Everett fifth.
Anthony Silva. Dewan Moore. Ed White Cotton.
Yeah, I mean, I should probably be selling cars since that Cal Racer had 27 entries.
Angel Fernan.
But at least my new track is killing my old track.
James Joyner. Arthur Knight. Brian Bodine.
I just wanted to hold on and it's like a skate park.
Anthony Bruno. David Constant.
All right, Lex is sitting this one out. He's watching from over here. Our champion in this class already decided. Let's go ahead and start lining them up, guys. Where's our marshals? Slow on the back straightaway, please. Slow on the back straightaway. Ian's out here. Dan's out here. Get the rest of our quarter marshals. We need marshals in the middle, guys. Let's go ahead and line them up. Joiner
1
at
minute to
one,
the start of the
Moore at
race.
2, White Cotton at the 3, Silva at the 4, Bruno at the 5, Knight at the 6, Constant at the 7, Angel at 8, Bodine at the number 9.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
He said clinch it. You came from, well, yeah, I guess you did clinch it. Yes, you did. He only made up 25 spots.
30 seconds to the start of the
All right,
race.
let's get the rest of our quarter marshals out there. We need one more marshal out in the middle, guys. Ay, ay, ay.
Fifteen seconds to the start of the race.
In the right direction. Oh. Yes. Yep.
Less than 5.
He won't. He knows what to do. Nelson is ready. All right, guys. Corner marshals are ready. And our drivers are ready. It's 21.5 stock A3. We're going race. Well, we need one more marshal down there in the corner. Oh, those are spectators over there. We need one more marshal down in the corner, guys, on the other side of the ace. The suspense is killing him. Lex is going to marshal his own race. All right. Thanks. Corner marshals are ready. And our drivers are ready. We're going racing in less than 5. Restart. Restart. Yeah, okay. They're running, shifting carpet. Oh, yeah. No. Don't stop doing that. Well, let's get our track crew out there. Nelson, stop. Don't try to fix the track, guys. Let's get our track crew out there. Okay. Just want to come and take a look. We can line them up while we wait, but we're going to have our track crew double check. Slow on the back stretch, guys.
When you run too fast, you stop.
Yeah, slow on the back stretch here. All right, Joyner at the 1, Dewan at the 2, Ed at the 3, Anthony at the 4, that's Silva at the 4, Bruno at the 5, Arthur at the 6, David at the 7, Angel at the 8, and Brian at the 9. Let's have a good race here, guys. Thanks to our track crew. Use a little patience in this first turn here, guys. Let's have a good race. It's your final chance for the weekend here in 21.5 stock. It's A3. Corner marshals are ready, and our drivers are ready. We're going racing. At the sound of the start tone. Nice and easy. Off and running. Oh, man. Dewan out in front. Joyner, White Cotton. Watch it on the back straightaway go high. Watch it on the back straightaway go high. He's got body tuck on passenger rear. Blue car, passenger rear, toss him. Dewan out in front, White Cotton in second, Arthur in third. Good start here for Dewan across the start finish line. 13.3, White Cotton 13.5, Knight 13.5. First, second, third. Silva in the fourth spot, constant to round out the top five. One minute in and 4 minutes left to go. Dewan Moore out in front by 2 seconds over Edward Whitecotton with Arthur Knight in the third spot, 1.1 behind him. Silva in fourth and Constant to round out the top five. Dewan running away with this one. Headed down the back straightaway. Out in front by 2.5. About a straightaway length lead over Whitecotton in that blue and white. And our third place driver in the orange, Arthur. Race number 45, Porsche Cup. Get them ready to go, guys. Two down and three to go, guys. Two down and three to go. Got that high downforce sedan. Dewan out in front by 1.7 over Whitecotton. Yeah. No, you did the right thing. Only cost him a couple tenths of a second versus like half a lap. Try to fix that roof. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Dewan out in front. Ed Whitecotton in the second spot. 1.3 behind. Silva in third. Knight, Constant, and Joyner in a four-way battle. Race leader is yellow and purple, guys. Sharp-looking paint job down off the end of the straightaway. Whitecotton in the second spot. Slowly starting to catch him in the white and blue. Guys, we're getting ready for Porsche Cup next. Race number 45 is up next. That's a body tug for the, well, looks like it's the white car here. It's fixed itself, apparently. 3 down and 2 to go, guys. 3 down, 2 to go. Dewan Moore out in front by 1.2. Whitecotton in the second spot. Silva in third, 3 seconds behind him. Ooh, big crash there on the straightaway. We're clear. Oh, man, at the end of the straightaway, we're clear. We got Rick up there on the ladder capturing all the extra footage over there. Get a little highlight reel going for our inaugural West Coast Indoor Championships. We're watching the 21.5 guys go around the track. Lex Tyler watching from the sidelines. He's already our champion in this one. Or the TQ to win. Uh-oh, body tuck. It is clear. Dewan, Ed, and Arthur, followed by Anthony and James. Just over 1 minute left to go for Dewan. All right, Whitecotton's coming up on lap traffic. We're coming up on that blue car.
1 minute left.
Clear. Dewan down the backstretch. Going to be coming up on, looks like Bodine. 45 seconds. Dewan down the back straightaway, 14 flat. It's got 1.6 seconds out in front of Ed. 35 seconds left to go. Race leader off the end of the straightaway. Second place off the end of the straightaway. 21 seconds left. See if Whitecotton can reel in more here. More across the start-finish line. Out in front by 1.7. Could be too little, too late for Whitecotton, our race leader. With 7 seconds left on the timer. Going to make it by for one more, possibly. And saved by the bell. Whitecotton is done with second. Dewan Moore's on a victory lap. Arthur, you're done with third. Anthony, you're done with fourth. James, you're done with fifth. David, you're done with sixth. Waiting for our A3 winner. Dewan, you're done with the win in A3. And that's a race. Guys, bring them in and shut them down. Dwan Moore taking the win. Ed White Cotton second, and Arthur Knight third. Anthony Silva fourth, and James Joyner fifth. Bring them in, shut them down. Hustle back out to Marshall, guys. This is race number 45.
Yeah, so they check weight, body, tire, voltage, and they do check the speed control in the motor. So the speed control blinks.
John Hicks,
Stock class,
Winston Lee,
ESCs need to have no boost. So they check for that blinking patterns that say the ESC saying I'm not boosting the tire.
Narb Varshakin,
And the motors are approved. It's a certain amount of motors, and you can have 75 turns. So that's about 21. Well, yeah, you look and you can just see the print on the motor. Now, people can see the internals,
Mike Carino, Steve Tsuruta, Tino
All right,
Valaki,
guys, this is Porsche Cup. The moment has finally come for our A3 right here. No champion has
Jurgen
been
Cheese
once
Tenny.
on the straightaway. Caution on the straightaway. Let's help out Steve, guys. Is that Steve over there? Come on, man. Let's get a little help out here. The guy with the boot, you're my hero.
Ian Douglas.
Achilles?
1 minute to the start of the race.
Broken toe. All right, I had one of those. Thanks, man.
Brett Ong. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
Guys, let's get the rest of our quarter marshals out into position.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Traction is up, guys. Slow on the back straightaway. Let's get the rest of our quarter marshals out there. Everybody from 21.5. Hop on out there, guys. Thanks. Need a marshal over here by
15
me.
seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys. Here's the lineup. John Hicks at the 1, Narb at the 2, Steve at the 3. So Hicks 1, A2, and Narb 1,
Less than
A1.
5.
Steve at the 3, Ian at the 4, Mike at the 5, Winston at the 6, Tino at the 7, Jurgen at the 8, Brett, you're at the number 9. Corner marshals. The yellow needs to go back one. Thanks, Brett, at the 9. All right. Corner marshals are ready, and our drivers are ready. We're going racing in less than 5. Porsche Cup. Hop on out to your spots. Thanks, guys. Porsche Cup A3 off and running. Look a little tippy, watching the chicane. And we're clear. Lead battle for the championship title. It is between 1 and 2, yeah. The yellow and green 1A2 and the white and orange 1A1. So that is John, our local race announcer, race director. And that is Narb, one of our local racers here in the white and orange. All right, Narb down the back stretch, trying to keep up with John. We're already coming up on lap traffic, coming up on Brett. And we're clear. Ian Douglas in the 3rd spot. Looks like Narb made it around traffic. Top 2 off the end of the straightaway here. Oh, big crash at the end of the straightaway for Brett. First across the line. Second across the line. And our 3rd place driver is going to be a battle, it looks like, between Steve and Ian. So Steve in the Carrera in 3rd. Ian in the 992 in 4th, the pink and purple. And Ian beats him to the corner. So Ian in 3rd. Nice job. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. 3:15 left to go. Race number 46 is heading through tech, which means race number 47 start heading to tech. John, Narb, and Ian, followed by Steve and Winston to round out the top 5, followed by Jurgen and Brett to complete the running order. .215 down, 2:45 left to go again. 2:15 down, 2:45 left. John Hicks out in front by 2.5 over Narb the last time by. Narb just hit his hot lap, 16.9, backed up with a 17.3. But it looks like it's over a straightaway length lead. Narb with the bobble there. Hicks across the start finish line, our A2 winner. Down the backstretch, 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Race leaders coming up on Brett. Right now it's a 4.2 second lead, so it looks like John is starting to peel away from Narb here. Ian in the 4th spot, Ian in the 3rd spot, Steve in 4th, and Winston to round out the top 5. A little tumble there for Ian Douglas. He's going to remain in the 3rd spot. That pink and purple Porsche, cool looking paint job. Now, don't go buying shoes that match that. All right, so Ian in that 3rd spot coming through the middle. Here comes Steve. What? The Carrera starting to close in on Ian for the 3rd spot. It's our only battle out there right now. 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go. Looks like about 2/3 of a straightaway length advantage for Ian over Steve. And Steve blows it in the corner there. So Ian back with some breather. Race leaders coming up on
1 minute left.
the middle, guys. Fluorescent yellow. The brakes. Oh, yeah, the brakes. John will teach you how to drive while he's racing you. Down the backstretch, coming up on Steve. You guys are lucky to have him as a race director. I am certain that he's a good race director. Across the start-finish line, John Hicks, 16.9. Down the backstretch, coming up on Steve. Steve, you better move out of the way. When he gets there. Steve Serrata in the Carrera. Not many brave enough to run that body. Everybody's doing the 992. Don't do it, Steve. You're already a legend. 10 seconds left to go. 5 seconds. Here comes our race winner, making it by for a victory lap. Can Narb make it by? No, he won't. John Hicks will be our champion when he hits the stripe. Keep going. Keep going. Don't yell at him now. Keep going. Keep going. Narb, you're done with 2nd. Winston, you're done with 5th. Here comes our champion. Boom shakalaka. John Hicks going to take the win. Always love it when the race announcer wins. That's a race, guys. Bring him in and shut him down. John
Transponder
Hicks,
6445064.
in 3rd. All right, we'll see you guys at the podium later.
Transponder
Right now, you guys
4950927.
headed out to quarter marshal. We only got a couple races left to go. This is race number 46.
It's a newer class, and we run it down south. No, actually, the Italians created it, and then we brought it out to Cal, and it's increased in popularity lately.
James Nelson. Still in last. Scott Barnes.
$130 chassis. Where these guys all have different chassis and motors, all those guys have the same chassis. It's the same exact part number.
Leo Zhao.
All
David
right, guys,
Constant.
this is race number
Nelson
46,
Cortez.
GT
Thao Tran.
12R.
Rick Yoder. John Hicks.
Let's get our Porsche Cup guys to hustle out to corner marshal. Thanks. Grab a spot, guys. Find a pink cone. Call your home. All right, let's go ahead and line them up, guys. This is going to be Scott Barnes at the number 2. Brian's already a champion. James Nelson at the number 3. David Constant at the number 4. Still in last at the number 5. John Hicks
1 minute
at
to the
number
start of the
6.
race.
Leo Zhao at the number 7. Nelson at the number 8, Yoder at the number 9, and Thou at the 10.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
Got to get some marshals out there in the middle, guys. All the drivers from the last race. We had 9 of you. Mike, Brett, Jurgen, Winston,
30
Steve,
seconds to the start of the
Ian,
race.
Barb, and John. Thanks. Get 2 in the middle.
"15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, so Jurgen's going to take 1 spot in the middle. We need 1 more spot in the middle. Yeah, go ahead and take it in. Thanks.
Less than 5.
All right, just about ready to go here. GT12R, race number 46. Quarter marshals are ready. Final adjustment for our drivers. And our drivers are ready. Almost. All right, corner marshals ready. Drivers are ready. We're going racing in less than 5. Good start. GT12R, race number 46. A3. Barnes, Nelson, Constant. Yoder and still in last to round out the top 5, followed by Zhao, Hicks, Tran, Cortez. Oh, we got action all over the board here. Barnes out in front by a half a second over Nelson. A 2-car breakaway down the backstretch. Then we got this big cluster for 3rd here. David Constant, Rick Yoder still in last. Zhao. All off the end of the straightaway there. Followed by Hicks, Cortez, and Tran. Little freight train in the back of the pack there. 115 down, 6:45 left to go, guys. 115 down, 6:45 left. All right, so our race leader, Scott Barnes, out in front by a half a second over James Nelson. 35 and an 8:06 pace. Barnes in the blue and orange across the start-finish line with Nelson in the tangerine orange down the back stretch. Separated by a half a second the last time by. First across the line, second across the line. 2 minutes down and 6 minutes left to go, guys. 2 minutes down and 6 minutes left to go. We got a battle here. Headed down the back straightaway. Constant, Yoder still in last. Zhao, Hicks, all right there. Big cluster in through the middle. That's going to be our battle for 3rd. Coming across the start-finish line, Constant. Followed by 4th of Rick, still in last is Zhao. So a big cluster down off the end of the straightaway. Actually, that's for 4th. Blue holding on to 4th right now. Oh, man, and Nelson looking for an angle on Barnes. Our lead battle here. On the orange, diving deep into the corners. Had an opportunity through this left-hand side the last time by, across the start-finish line. Scott versus James. Followed by David. We're coming up on lap traffic here. David Constant in 3rd. Rick Yoder in 4th. And still in last, rounding out the top 5 still. Battle for 4th across the start-finish line. Yoder is still in last. We got 3 minutes and 5 seconds in, 4 minutes and 55 seconds left to go. .315 in, 4:45 left. We got 3:15 in, 4:45 left to go. And our race lead battle down the back straightaway. Barnes and Nelson separated by 3/10. Oh, man, and Barnes just tagged the pipe just a little bit, and Nelson out in front now. James Nelson out in front by 3/10 over Scott Barnes with David Constant in third. Followed closely by Rick and still in last. The battle for fourth continues. Still in last, just right on the tailpipes of that blue one on the inside. Couldn't quite make it happen though. So the blue car through the middle, still in fourth, still in last, in the fifth spot, right behind him across the start-finish line we go. Rick Yoder and still in last. Now Leo joining that battle, three-way battle for fourth off the end of the straightaway. Meanwhile, up in front, it is James Nelson in the orange. Coming up on a little bit more lap traffic. Race number 47, front-wheel drive, A3, coming up next. 430 down, 330 left. Guys, 430 down, 330 left. James Nelson out in front by a half a second over Scott Barnes. Uh-oh. And Barnes out in front now. Nelson down to second. Constant still in third. Here's third down the straightaway. Scott and James in through the center of the course. 5 down and 3 to go, guys. 5 down, 3 to go. David Constant still in third. Rick Yoder in fourth. Still in last in fifth. Followed by Zhao, Hicks, Cortez, and Tran. Rick and still in last have been duking it out for many, many minutes off the end of the straightaway. The blue versus the silver and black through the middle of the course. Two minutes and 20 seconds left to go, guys. Scott out in front through the middle of the course in the orange and blue. James Nelson in second in the tangerine orange across the start-finish line. David Constant in the third spot. Here comes David across the start-finish line now. A white car with the orange window trim, and then Rick Yoder still in last. Down the back stretch. Not all battles are out in front. This battle for fourth has been pretty epic here. Now here comes Leo to join the party again. Fourth across the line, fifth across the line, sixth across the line. 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go. Lead battle shaping up now. Here comes James. Oh no, and the number 10 getting hung up on the number 10 there. That's a tough break. Move that little piece off the straightaway there. Let's get rid of that. All right, so James Nelson with a huge lead now. That number 10. Sheesh. Nelson, Constant, and Barnes the last time by. Yoder and Zhao still in last. And Hicks, Cortez, and Tran. Uh-oh, trouble for Barnes there. Trying to get through a little
1 minute
bit
left.
of traffic. It's hard to tell who's for position right now. We got David Constant versus Scott for second. We got Yoder versus Leo for third. And now Yoder into third, Leo into fourth. Barnes going to fall back. It's still in last to round out the top 5 now, as James Nelson continues to lead the way with a 7.1 second lead. The orange car across the start-finish line with 35 seconds left to go. David in second now, and Rick Yoder in the third spot. The blue car got the race leader getting around him there. James Nelson with 15 seconds left to go. 10 seconds left to go now. 7-second gaps in between each of the top 3. James, David, and Rick. Leo and still in last. John Hicks in 6th now. Nelson in 7th, and Tao in the 8th position. White flag is out. David Constant, you're done with second. So James Nelson on a victory lap. James, you're done with the win. Waiting on Rick Yoder for third. Couple more to finish. And that's a race. Still in last, going to finish in that 4th spot. Leo rounds out the top 5. That's a race, guys. Bring him in. Shut him down. James Nelson taking the win. David Constant second. Rick Yoder third. Still in last, 4th. And Leo Zhao rounding out the top 5. Bring him in, shut him down. Race number 47. You guys are coming up.
Arthur Knight, James Joyner, Alan Lunghai, Dominic Garza, Rick Kemi, Nick Pantana, Jamie Manzanilla, John Balatico, Rob Thulin, Mike Carino,
All right, race number 47. Let's go ahead and get our quarter marshals out into position.
1
Race
minute to
number
the start of the race.
46. We need Brian Bodine, Scott Barnes, Thao, Nelson, John, Leo, Clint's already out there, Rick, David, James. Let's get the rest of you guys out into position, guys. I need a marshal over here by me. Let's
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, so the title still has not been decided in this one. Arthur, you're at the 1. Joyner, you're at the 2. Pantana at the 3. Dominic at the 4.
30
John
seconds to the start of the
Balatico at
race.
number 5. Jaime at the number 6. Rick at the 7. Alan at the 8. Rob at the 9. And Mike at the 10.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Front wheel drive right here. Looks like Arthur 1A1. And
Less than 5.
Joyner winning A2. So those two guys up front with the best chance for the title. All right. Corner marshals are ready. And our drivers are ready. Front wheel drive. A-Main 3. We're going racing in less than 5. Off and running. Body tuck for the orange, going door to door with the green. One slip by. It looked like Pantana. All right, Nick Pantana out in front. Joyner in the second spot, followed by John Balatico, Rick, and Jaime. Followed by Dominic, Mike, Art, Al, and Rob. Pantana 14.8 down the backstretch. A white car with the Toyota stripes. Joyner in the second spot in the green and gray. Our third place driver, John Balatico, the last time by 16.9. John still in third. Dominic in fourth. Rick Kemi to round out the top 5. Arthur Knight in 6th, followed by Mike in 7th. Jaime in 8th. Rob and Alan. Front wheel drive action out there, 130 in and 330 left to go. Joyner out in front now by half a second over Pantana. A lot of action over here on the left-hand side of the straightaway. We're clear. Go high on the back straight. Go high on the back straight. And we're clear. All right, got 2 minutes down and 3 minutes left to go. Got 2 minutes down and 3 minutes left to go. Joyner, Pantana, and Knight. Off the end of the straightaway in the green and the silver. Back in through the center of the course. Pick it up. Broken car. 2:15 down, 2:45 left to go. Arthur Knight back up into the top 3. So Arthur going to have to work it back by quite a bit, though, because Arthur is currently trailing the race leader by 6.5. It's a pretty big gap here for our race leader. A couple lappers in between them. Here's our race leader In front of the announcer's tower and down the back straightaway in the green and gray. That's James Joyner leading the way. Pantana in the second spot in the white, red, yellow, and orange. And our third place driver, Arthur, in front of the driver's stand, in through the dog leg in the white and orange. Arthur headed down the back straightaway right now, trailing by 6.7 to the race leader. So hasn't been making any progress on Joyner. One minute and 45 seconds left to go, guys. 1:45 left. James Joyner, Pantana, and Knight, followed by Balatico and Manzanilla to round out the top five. We got Carpet. Where? Okay. Thanks. Got the right man for the job. Joyner, Pantana, and Knight are top three, followed by Balatico and Manzanilla. Top five, Cami, Carino, and Lungi. Going to be a 3.8 second lead for Joyner over Pantana. Pantana hold 2.5 over Arthur. So our race leader coming up on a white car, Joyner. Down the straightaway, got some pretty clean track in front of him. 1 minute left to go.
1 minute left.
James across the start finish line, 14.6. Nick Pantana in the second spot, 15.2. Arthur in third. Jaime and John to complete the top five, followed by Rick, Mike, and Alan. 30 seconds left to go. All right, 25 seconds left to go. Joyner out in front by 5.2. He's already won one of the A's. Looking to make it two for the championship title. He's coming up on that white and blue car. We're clear. 15 seconds left to go. James coming across the start finish line, holding 5.3 over Pantana. Pantana 2.2 out in front of Arthur. Arthur will make it by. Keep going, keep going, keep going. White flag is out when you cross the start finish line. You'll be done. Rick Campbell, you're done. There's our race winner and champion, James Joyner, going to take the title for front wheel drive at the West Coast Indoor Championships. Couple more to finish. That's a race. All right, James Joyner taking the win. Nick Pantana second. Arthur Knight third. Jaime, you got fourth. John Balatico fifth. Rick sixth. Mike seventh. Alan eighth. Bring him in and shut him down. Got to bring him in and shut him down. We have made it to our final race of the weekend. The big show.
Brandon Clements.
48TC Mod A3.
Lex Tyler.
Our champion has already been decided. Stuart Mason's going to sit this one out. Let's get the rest of you guys checked in and our front wheel drive guys out to quarter marshal.
EJ Evans. Ed White Cotton. Jordan Constant.
All right,
Jacob Cruz.
Come on out and corner marshal here, guys. Front tee. Thanks. Get the rest of our corner marshals into position here. Got one right here. Need another in the corner over there. All the drivers from the last race. We need a couple more marshals out here. Need a marshal in the corner by
1
10.
minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
James, you'll cover that corner right there. Thank you. All right, let's line them up. Jacob Cruz at the number 2, Brandon Clements at the number 3, Lex Tyler at the number 4.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Jordan at the number 6 and Ed White Cotton at the number 7. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5. champion setting the grid here for these guys. Final race of the weekend. West Coast Indoor Championships. Brought to you by Osmatics. Corner marshals are ready. And our drivers are ready. We're going racing in less than 5. Our modified final race going down here is going to be Jacob Cruz out in front. Tagging the pipe, though. Cruz getting squirrely, trying to hold on to it, and tags the pipe again. Cruz going to go down to 5th. And our race leader is going to be the white car. Appears to be Brandon. Brandon out in front. EJ in the 2nd spot with the little martini stripes. And then we got Jordan Constant, 3-car breakaway out in front. Cruz in the 4th spot, scrambling with Lex in 5th. Oh, man. And it looks like EJ picking up the top spot now. Brandon in 2nd. Jordan now in 2nd. Brandon down to 3rd. Jordan giving up a spot. Brandon back up in 2nd. EJ still at the points. Jacob and Lex battling for 4th. Ever since that, looks like Jacob's fighting the car quite a bit there. A little waggle when he gets off power on the backside. So our race leaders in through the center of the course. Lex picking up 4th, and it looks like Jacob in 5th here. Down the backstretch, EJ Evans 12 flat, Brandon Clements 12 flat, Jordan 12-4. EJ coming back across the start finish line, backing up that 12 with a 12-1. 1 minute and 30 seconds in, 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Brandon Clements in 2nd, Jordan in 3rd, one upside down over on the side. That looked like Jordan, but it looks like Lex may have picked up a spot there. Jacob Cruz picking up that 3 spot. Jordan in 4th, and Lex to round down the top 5. EJ in the white, red, and blue down the backstretch. Brandon in the all white, and then Jacob Cruz just hitting his hot lap in the fluorescent racing red and blue in 3rd. Jordan down in 4th. Lex rounding out the top 5 here. 2:15 down and 2:45 left to go. Got 2:15 down, 2:45 left to go here. Race leader across the line, and Brandon Clements in the 2nd spot. Lead battle down the backstretch, separated by 3/10. Coming back across the start finish line already, 13.5, 12.9, and then backed up with a 12.1 for each. Identical lap times for our top 2. Battle of the white paint jobs in through the middle. And across the start finish line. EJ still holding on to that top spot. Brandon right there with the Cruz hitting another hot lap, 12 flat. But the hot lap of the race belongs to Lex Tyler, 11.6. Jordan Constant in 4th, Lex Tyler in 5th, and Ed Whitecotton in the 6th position. 3 down and 2 to go, guys. First across the line, 2nd across the line here. EJ and Brandon separated by 0.3. EJ tags the pipe. Brandon picks up the top spot. White car out in front now, down off the end of the straightaway. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go, guys. 1:30 left. Clements, Evans, and Cruz. Take a look at the gaps here. It's going to be 8/10 for Clements over Evans. Looks like a bigger lead now. 1.6 the gap, and now Cruz. Oh, Cruz picking up the 2 spot there off of EJ. First across the start finish line, 2nd across the line, and 3rd across the line. Just over 1 minute left to go.
1 minute left.
All right, so we still got Jacob Cruz in the 2 spot, EJ Evans in 3rd. They are down the back straightaway, running out of time here. 45 seconds left to go. And our race leader across the start finish line, Brandon Clements. Brandon back down the back straightaway here, 12.2. Cruz 12 flat. Evans 12.5. Jordan in 4th and Lex in 5th. The last time by, it looks like Lex may have picked up 4th there. Jordan rounding out the top 5. Ed in the 6th position. Only 15 seconds left to go, guys. 15 seconds left. As the West Coast Indoor Championships comes to a close, it was a great inaugural event. Thanks to everybody for coming out. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. White flag is out, guys. When you cross the start-finish line, you will be done. Lex, you're done with 4th. Jordan, you're done with 5th. Brandon, you're done with the win. Jacob, you're done with 2nd. EJ, you're done with 3rd. That is the race, guys. Bring them in and shut them down.